Hi guys, today I'm gonna talk about how to build Yagura in double ranging Rook match. You are black. Right here, for white, in order to achieve effective offensive position, he has to exchange pawns, right? Like this, and you can utilize his force. Here, instead of pawn drop, you can develop your silver. And for white, 3-2 is better than 3-4 because it's obvious that you're going for Yagura, right? And the thickness of Yagura is a huge threat for Ishida style. And white is gonna run out of move pretty quickly if he goes for Ishida style, and it can get trapped easily. And this is a better position for white to use these offensive pieces as one. And this indicates he's going for climbing silvers, and before it reaches this pawn you need to be able to defend it. So pawn to 4-6 is a good idea. Now this square is secure, so he needs to shift his focus to 4th file instead. So his knight is able to join the attack. And this is also an important move for you. And this is gonna protect this square. Then you can finally move your king. At this moment, pawn to 4-5 is pretty premature for white because this knight still stays here, right? And with only one silver, there is no effective way for white to keep pursuing. So in order to build better structure, he needs to push this pawn twice to put a little bit more pressure on your king's head. Then you can open up the diagonal. Now he can develop his silver to 2-4. And before anything serious happens, you can exchange pawns. And now his pieces are fully developed. He is so ready to initiate attack. And before he plays pawn to 4-5, you should be able to play bishop to 6-6. This is so important, and you will see why. Let's see what happens if he attacks right here. You can calmly take it. If silver recaptures, you should drop a pawn right here. He would take your silver and pawn recaptures. Even if he keeps going, that's okay. Thanks to this drop, now your defense is pretty solid. You can kick the bishop. If this bishop runs, you can win this knight, right? So that's why this attack is bad. Even if he recaptures by the knight, that's alright. This silver can run. This sacrifice looks scary, but that's okay. You can simply recapture and there is no follow-up for white. This doesn't work thanks to this bishop. This is why this move is so important. Usually this type of dynamic piece maneuvering works because of the absence of the bishop, but since it's here, this doesn't work. All the way back to this position. If this pawn push doesn't work, he needs to wait. Rook to 4-1 is one option. Keeping this away from the front line, so when you promote bishop, so it's evacuated beforehand, right? And he still has to wait. This is so painful for white because he can't initiate attacks, right? You can just build a better structure here. You have so many options, but white doesn't. Then you can gain another pawn in hand. Here, white can no longer wait, so he would push this pawn to exchange it. Like I said, if he takes this silver, you will be able to attack this bishop, right? So he has to move back. Then you can initiate the attack. This is one of the weakest points for Kim Muso. So you can push this pawn and succeed in pawn drop, and he will take it. Then something amazing happens. You can sacrifice the bishop here. You know what you're gonna do, right? This forking is so strong. This can eliminate one of these defenders. Then you can fork these major pieces. He would save the rook. Then you can take the bishop. And bishop on 4-4 is great because if a rook runs sideways, you can promote bishop on 2-2 or 1-1 to attack this lance. So he would move back, but then you can drop a pawn. This is creating a great attacking base. Although you lack one piece over two to keep moving, this can still be great because it's impossible for white to attack your defense without giving up pieces. So you know you're going to gain more materials eventually. So this is a good way to move. You can also take this pawn by the silver to move forward to put better pressure on the king, and your defense is still intact, whereas his defense is almost gone. So this is a winning position for black. Alright, there you have it. As I mentioned multiple times, your bishop on 6-6 is a key to success, and the ideal shape can easily be achieved, especially when your opponent chooses to go for Kimmuso, because usually it stays flat. I hope you like this and confidently engage more in double ranging Rook to make it your favorite one. As always, thanks for watching and see you all next time. Bye.